The heated debate over the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files lands on the steps of the U.S. Capitol.
That's where survivors of Epstein's sexual abuse and members of Congress spoke out. And Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay is here now with emotional messages and what President Trump is now saying about this case. Sophie.
Yeah, David, Giovanna, that's right. It was a real display of unity in Washington, D.C. today. Victims standing side by side with members of Congress, all with the same message: release the Epstein files in full.
I was only 14 years old when I was introduced to Jeffrey Epstein by a 13-year-old friend of mine.
I was only 14 years old when my friend brought me over to Jeffrey Epstein's house in Palm Beach.
I was 16 years old when I was flown to New Mexico to spend a weekend with Epstein and Maxwell.
Women who say they faced years of abuse by Jeffrey Epstein coming together in Washington, D.C. today. They're calling on lawmakers to support a discharge petition that would lead to a bill and, if passed, would require the Department of Justice to release Epstein records. Politicians on both sides of the aisle speaking out.
We are coming forward and we are going to fight like hell for these women, because we have to fight like hell for those that are enduring sexual abuse.
A nation that allows rich and powerful men to traffic and abuse young girls without consequence is a nation that has lost its moral and spiritual core.
With enough support, it would require the DOJ to release all unclassified materials, including names of co-conspirators, flight logs, details on immunity deals and cover-ups, internal DOJ communications, and records surrounding Epstein's death. President Trump asked by members of the press if the withholding of documents is to protect friends or donors. Trump responding,
"It's really a Democrat hoax because they're trying to get people to talk about something that's totally irrelevant."
On Tuesday, the House Oversight Committee publicly released more than 33,000 pages of documents related to the disgraced financier, much of which was already public.
Whether you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, this one is an easy call.
According to California Congressman Brad Sherman, if a majority of members of the House of Representatives sign this petition, the House must begin debating this bill within several days.